Notice to all viewers and social media companies. Ohio residents can use medical marijuana for qualified medical conditions under Ohio House Bill 523. The host of the show, known as 420 Live or 420 Live Ohio, may use or consume legally purchased Ohio medical marijuana products during this video. 420 Live or Ohio Cannabis Live does not promote the use of illegal drugs. This content is for informative and entertainment purposes only. This content is not meant to be used as medical advice or to be used to promote misinformation about cannabis. Viewer discretion is advised.
Another Mastamynd hit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 420 Live. Your boy Mastamynd here. We got a very nice special show for you today. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new book called Courage in Cannabis. And I have two people who are involved with that book on the show with us today, Dr. Bridget Williams and Broderick Randall Jr. And I also got my other co-host here, Piehead Genius. He is also here. And so we've got a very interesting show. I'm going to go ahead and get our comments turned on and ask the question I ask every time we do this. Happy Friday, and what are you medicating on today? Let me just get a few things here. I know my mic's working this time. Because I know last time it wasn't. So, yeah, I'm getting the comments turned on right now so we can see what everybody is saying. And we're not streaming on Facebook, but we're going to go ahead and see if we can turn on Facebook. Hey, Lynette, how you doing? Yeah, it's Friday. What you medicating on today? Well, I'll see if I can get us live on Facebook. Hey, Cleveland Crows fan. Yeah, see here. I'm typing up away. I believe I can do this very fast. It just didn't go like it was supposed to. That happens sometimes, but that's all right. We're gonna try to reach more people today. Okay, we're all set there. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on our Facebook stream. What's up, Steve? See, now the party's getting going. Hey, Mike. What y'all medicating on today? I hate when I get this little weird thing there. I feel like there's something messing with me. Alright, so I just want to go over a couple news pieces I've got for you today before we jump into our main show. One thing I want to tell you right up front is that I'm hearing that About Wellness has been sold to a company called Cannabis. So that deal's done. It's happened. That's just another privately owned dispensary being sold to another multi-state operator. Cannabis has operations in other states. You can read more about that in my blog post on OhioCannabisLive.com. Also, I'm hearing the Cultivation site got sold. And also, if you didn't hear recently, Bloom Medicinals is interested in starting their own cultivation. I say that's news. So they basically made an announcement, I believe it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, that they secured some type of funding that's going to allow them to be able to afford to get their license for cultivation. So I don't know if they're going to buy a cultivation site or if they're going to try to start their own from scratch. So that'll be interesting to see exactly how that turns out. So that's something that's really interesting to me. I'm trying to think what else is going on. We definitely have a lot of rumors going around about issues with luster pods. And then there's also a post that I saw on Reddit where, they're saying that there's an issue with the manufacturer or something going on with the luster pods. And, I've been trying to explain to everybody for a very long time that, I don't like luster pods. That's another video. But what's up? How you been, Canna Man? Go. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you here. We should be streaming on Facebook too. So, like I said, I'm gonna make sure if we're not seeing the Facebook comments, we'll have to check that. But yeah, happy 420. Before you give me someone else, or maybe what? Give your high five, everyone. Hey, I feel you. All right. He says he's trying to high five everybody. I got you. I got high five. Okay. You said you get the clutch. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool you've gotten them and tried them, and I'm glad that you haven't had the issue, Steve, because I hear a mixed bag of reactions about those. But like I said, I think that's really all that I have for news. I'm trying to just double check all the news sources here to make sure there wasn't. Yeah, another thing I heard today, and I posted this on my website, is that there's a group of clergymen, 110 Ohio clergymen, who are trying to go against cannabis legalization. So I thought that was very interesting too. That the clergy, some church folks are launching a campaign to go against cannabis legalization. I'd love to know what you think about that. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and bring on our guests today. Make sure everybody's here. I see everybody here. I'm gonna turn everybody's microphones on.
What's up?
All right, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
All right, man. So it looks like our audio is good. Thank you for being here, Dr. Bridget. And thanks for being here, Broderick. And I'm really excited to have you here. And we want to talk about a brand new book that you have been working on that you guys have out now. It's available. You can get it now. It's called Courage in Cannabis. And the first question that I want to ask is and I'll ask you first, Dr. Bridget. What inspired you to be a part of this book?
So when I started seeing patients, I guess at the end of 2018, going into 2019, I was blown away by the stories that patients were sharing with me. I was handing the card over to big grown men that had tears. And I was like, what is the rest of this story? Like, what else do I need to understand and know? And I realized shame and guilt that people carried for using it illegally for so long, because until I handed that card over, up until that moment, everyone was using it illegally, right? And so the stories that they were sharing about their own personal experiences, as well as how cannabis had improved their life, helped them as far as their health and wellness. I had women that wanted to be involved with their churches, but they were afraid to be involved because they thought they might smell like weed or they'd be chastised out of the church. And so I realized that there was a story here that needed to be told and shared, and that there was support and inspiration in doing so. I actually started writing stories myself from my patients, had the opportunity to publish it, and it didn't feel right. They weren't my stories. So at that moment, I put it aside. And then when I learned about the whole anthology way of creating books, I wanted people to write their own story so they could share it in their own words.
What about you, Broderick?
That's dope. All
Uh, well, I first and foremost, like my sister and I, we were both born with sickle cell anemia, SS. So it's from a different perspective. I was a patient, kind of suffering from the natural, genetic born condition, and come to discover that this plant provided a much better, safer and alternative quality of life than opioids, and that's like the number one treatment for sickle cell or just high pain management or any type of pain. Right now, they give you just some really high dose medicine, whether it's through IV or pill form, and I came to discover during my early college days that cannabis, like I said, it helped. And at first, it was definitely, seeming to be frowned upon. The more and more I would go to the doctor and realize that, like, all right, um, this is better for, not just for me, but maybe even for other people with this condition. Like, I need to speak up about this and like not be afraid, because for a while, I was like kind of like just like afraid to speak up. Like, yo, I'm using the devil's lettuce, or all the different negative stigmas that the society may have. I was kind of brainwashed by that during my early stages of life. But then after so much experience witnessing otherwise, I was like, I can no longer not speak up. Even I would go to doctor's appointments and they're like, oh, you look really healthy compared to like some of our sickle cell patients. And I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, like you're active, you seem more just alive and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm not really doing anything different. I try to eat healthy. That diet is definitely important, but I try to eat healthy, and I just in the end I kind of find out that after checking all boxes and just comparing all apples and oranges, it's like, yo, cannabis seems to be the common denominator still. Like, no matter, and there's all forms. I know people might think that you automatically just uh, smoke it or whatever. You can eat it. You can, and there's different ways to ingest it. You can layer it, like just like any other medicine. So you can use multiple forms, and it just needs to be, normalized and respected. So, and I wanna, besides cannabis helping sickle cell, I wanna, spread awareness for sickle cell itself, the disease, and the community that's out there that doesn't really get talked about much at all.
Okay, and when was this book actually written? Was this written a long time ago, or was this something that was fairly? How long ago did y'all write this book?
So it's been a journey, and keep in mind that this isn't a book where people just submitted their stories. What I realized, for a lot of people, this was an opportunity for healing, and so we create an experience in the whole process of creating the book. So I started doing a search for um, contributors, I think last June and July, really talking to different people, putting stuff out on social media, talking to every individual person. And we got the right group together by early September. So they actually started writing in September. October, we started, they were turning in their work in October. We were doing some reviews, some interviews. By November, it was at the editor. And by December, we were on Amazon. So it feels, I
Yeah,
think, like a quick process if you consider how much is done, but it's a cohort. There's networking, there's support in the group, and even if you're not a writer, a lot of people think you have to be a writer to be in the book. We provide support, guidance, ghostwriters, editors, copy readers, so that your story comes across the way that you want it.
Well,
That's dope.
that's really great.
Yeah, I'm
What you
seeing
got to say, Josh?
amazing.
I know you wanted to say
Nah, I
something.
mean, cause I mean, for me, that's like that's revolutionary what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here as a patient. You know what I mean? As an advocate. You know what I mean? And from every angle, from what y'all saying, it's just like y'all spoke for the people, and that's often missed. And where cannabis is headed towards. You know what I'm saying? So to get those stories out in the capacity that y'all did is just so amazing. Because cannabis, man, is something that people should be able to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? It's such an enjoyable plant. So I can only imagine the stories and that y'all have. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Hmm.
it's just super dope. It's just super dope to know you both, but just to hear how y'all put it together and what y'all trying to do with it in the capacity that y'all trying to touch the industry. That's like amazing. It's groundbreaking.
Thanks.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
I
Really.
thanks,
totally
shit.
agree. I totally agree with Josh there. It's definitely a big deal to have some people from Ohio come out, and write a book. That's going to be something that can be seen, on a large platform such as Amazon.
Voice.
Um, and I'm very proud to know people who are involved in this book. And that rolls into
Hmm.
my next question: who are the authors of this book besides you two? How did that work out?
So, gosh, we are in 7 states, and 2 countries. Okay.
Wow.
We are doctors, lawyers, patients, parents, activists, journalists, educators, entrepreneurs. So there's really a story for everyone. Legacy growers, there's a story for everybody in the book. And this is just the first one. The goal is really to create that, cannabis soup for the soul type of book that inspires and educates people. And we'll be looking for that next set uh, in the fall.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good, and that's
Yeah.
good. And to chime in, big bro, it's like people never really got to, hear, to hear the cannabis stories. Like, when people take, it's just always been, oh, people high, you get sleepy, you get this and that. But cannabis is really a very therapeutical plant. So people are really,
Mhm.
going through things with this plant. So like, it's just dope. So people could, get to like fight that stigma, like you said. It's just good to let people, hear that. Like, look, I'm going through some positive things. I'm going through some negative things, but this plant is helping me. I'm not just getting high. You know what I mean? And that's
Mhm.
that's that's what's big for me, for the world to just stop people, just for people just to stop thinking that you just getting high off weed. It's way bigger than that.
It's way bigger than that. Way bigger than that.
For
Something to
real.
that
And
too.
that's dope.
I would definitely say it, like you said, it's really hard to ignore real people and real stories. So like that's why Doc Bridget and all of us always promote, the power is in the stories, just because I mean it's community together, power, the more people together is always strength. But with powerful stories of all different aspects from all different people, all levels of society, you can't ignore that, and it's really tough to. It's sad that it does get ignored, but it's really tough to see that in all forms, cannabis. This one plant has helped so many people and so many lives in a better way, and like we still dealing with an opioid,
Mhm.
epidemic, and just other substances, and this plant could really help a lot of people find a better alternative way of using medicine. And I just wish, it sucks that it's so like heavily this plant is in the Bible, like we were discussing earlier, and it's so heavily
Mhm.
regulated and like falsely labeled,
Super
I guess.
false.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it brings
For
people
real.
together, but the way they want it is they wanted people to be privately uh, using it, or just in their own, just secretive about it, and it shouldn't be that way at all.
Yeah, I
Sure.
absolutely agree. I mean, I think just the fact that we're able to have a show right now on YouTube
Mhm.
without them trying to take it down
Right. Without being
every
shut down, right?
yeah, I literally
Yeah.
have to get my channel reviewed, this show reviewed by YouTube personally every week,
Every
and
week.
every Friday, yeah, I have to submit to them to review it to see if it's whether it's age restricted or not, or whether it's suitable for advertisers. And sometimes they just say, nah, that's not suitable. We're gonna go ahead and age restrict it. And it doesn't even have to be like if we're doing something on camera. It could just be something that we said that they
Yeah.
just triggered something in somebody that day that they didn't like it. And
Wow.
other videos, they really like them somehow. They don't say anything to me about them, but it's definitely not an algorithm when it comes to these videos I do. I definitely have to do a lot of manual reviewing. So, but they are open to this, and I've been able
Mhm.
to prove that
That's
because
it.
I'm still here.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing that I would say also is that when I was writing stories initially, and I know that they're not my story, and my heart wouldn't let me keep going. The benefit of creating an anthology with people writing their own story, they're able to financially benefit and sell the book independently. And so people, we have some people that contribute and they're just happy to be a part of the book. We have other people that are, selling the book and getting in bookstores and doing interviews and more out in the public. And allowing this being their calling card to share their stories with other and really help and affect people's lives. So I did not want to sit up here and act like they were my story. I have my story in the book, but that's my story, right? And I didn't want to take it and act like all of these stories were mine. You know, this is a collective that is brought together so that we can come together and really preserve these stories. Because in 2 generations, you're going to be at CVS picking up Blue Dream and going home and not even think anything of it. You know what I mean? And your kids won't even understand why it was an issue. It's important that we don't forget why this was an issue. Otherwise, we're only going to repeat history.
Exactly.
Yep.
I agree. I agree with that totally. And so I just think that you know, as more books come, and I think you definitely should just explain to people in the medical program and the people who are going to watch this later on, or maybe on, I'm going to share this on other places. Why should they buy this book specifically as a patient in the medical marijuana program?
I'll let Broderick go. Broderick's out there. Like he's humble. He's humble, but he's a hustler. So I'll let Broderick go with that.
Well, I mean, to feed off again what we spoke about. It's powerful. You can't deny it. I used to work at a dispensary. I've seen so many forms of life walk into that place and use cannabis that like it's ridiculous. It's not legal yet. Like this should be the most legal thing, in you know, or most legal purchase thing in society besides water or clothes. But honestly, I is you can't ignore for anyone that like might not have any negative like thought about cannabis using it, or even just like any negative thought about, hey, I can't be successful if I use this. I gotta like let this go. Or if they have a job where they feel like that job didn't want to hire them because of their usage, or it's so many aspects. They have a friend that they know, or a relative they know that may need it or could benefit from it, and they're just afraid to pursue them with it. If you want anybody or love to have a better quality of life, and you just want to have that reassurance from real life people and successful, like you said, doctors, lawyers, patients, legacy growers, business owners, this is a book you should have on your shelf or your digital library, because the truth are in the stories. In audio now. Oh, I'm behind a little bit. Audio book now too.
Yeah.
Shout out Lisa, Dr. Bridget and Lisa Leslie for making that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's available in so many forms. So why not give it a try, and also support some of your local authors. And besides that, anybody that you may know or their story that you may connect with. Why not? Like she said, you could actually support people too. Like we're contributing authors, but you could actually help us continue to try to live a better quality of life. And we're always, all of us can be contacted through our stories. I mean, like at the end of our stories, and are all active in some way, trying to help continue to normalize this plant. And despite all the people that want to try to like negatively go against it, I think cannabis is medicine for everyone. And I don't think there's even it shouldn't even be an adult use category. I think we all should be able to use it, whether it's even children that need to be properly supervised, or even the elderly before their time of leaving this earth. So, but yeah, that's so many reasons. I hope I didn't go too long with it, but that's so many reasons why you should buy this book.
It's real.
Well, I'm always down to. Well, go ahead, Dr. Brady.
So I was going to say, if you want to buy the books directly from each author, we created CourageandCannabis.com. And so when you go there, you see like a little blurb about each author. And there's a link so you can buy the book directly from Broderick or any of the other authors that put up their links. So that, and it just creates that much more of a connection.
Yeah, we'll put that link in the description of the video, so you can come back to that later if you want to revisit that again. And then, how much is the book?
It is about $20. I think on Amazon it's probably like 19.99. If you with
Plus ship.
shipping, it's 25.
Okay. That's for the physical
Yeah.
one, like the one I have here. That one's 20.
Right.
Okay.
I want to say the digital might be like 6 or something, and the audio is I think 13.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's
So if
and
you want to
we
listen
have
to it in your car,
some
go ahead.
bookmarks too. There were a
Yeah,
few bookmarks too out there.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
you don't happen to have a book you can give away free to one of the audience members, do you?
I sure will. Absolutely. Let's do that. Yeah, whoever you want.
Okay, so you heard it there. If you're interested in getting a free copy from Dr. Bridget, send me an email right now. You got 30 seconds. Times 50.
It takes longer than that, didn't it?
Okay, you have 5 minutes. Hey, look.
You talking about punching buttons? You talking about punching buttons?
I
5 minutes.
know, right?
Five. I'm checking my email. 5 minutes.
Punch.
You want a free book?
You're gonna be punching.
$25 value. Yeah. So yeah, it was really great to have both of you here to talk about this book. I've been wanting to do
That's
this for a
dope.
while.
Congratulations on
Thank-
that.
thank-
Congratulations.
Big kudos. Big kudos, man.
Yes. Yes.
Thank
Really.
y'all, man. It's a
But,
lovely platform, man, and you know, shout out to y'all for providing a resource for people
no problem.
to just use their voice, their platform. I mean, for
Real
them to
big, bro.
feel like they got a voice locally, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had to come out and come together.
This
and
what it's take. When they
Yes.
back, they gonna know Broderick, Dr. Bridget.
Hey, Cincy
Bad
Moms. She
man.
says he's saying
They
hi to
gonna say
everybody.
they gonna be able
Leah.
to say we was there.
Hello,
You know what I'm saying?
shout out,
For real.
shout out, Sissy Mom
Good to
Buzz,
see that.
Ohio
For
Cannabis
real.
Report, Daryl. No,
But we got an email appeal. No, Ohio Cannabis Live at gmail.com.
They slipping.
Give him,
Uh-oh,
give
you-
him a couple more
they-
minutes.
You
Give him some more time.
he said 30 seconds.
30
30
seconds.
seconds not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
I can't even do that,
They
bro.
try
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
I don't know. I didn't pass
This-
typing on that level, so
Ooh.
Why should we need a doctor to recommend it? Now, I'm gonna leave that to you, Dr. Bridget.
don't look. I gave you hell the other night, Anthony. I gave you hell. I felt bad a little bit, but I went off. I have to.
Well, he
say.
said if
But,
you have a, he said if you have a, let me read the whole thing. He said why should
yeah.
why he said if you have a qualified condition, why do you have to have a doctor to be able to? You shouldn't it shouldn't be an issue. He's saying. Don't you live in Illinois, man? I think this viewer. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. Don't you live? I think he lives in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. You correct me, can a man go? If I thought you lived in Illinois, maybe I got so many viewers, but I think he lives in Illinois. But I know Illinois is different. Is that right?
I will. I'll answer that though because
Go ahead.
the problem, and like I said, I slightly apologize for going off on you the other night, but the reason why you want a doctor to interact with the doctor to set it up to recommend, the problem is that the way you see most doctors do this, you probably don't, right? Let's say you have your documentation, whatever it is that shows that you go in, they're like, yep, that looks real, and and then you're out the door. That's not what I do. So when I'm sitting down with the patient, I'm reviewing your medical history. I'm reviewing your medications. I'm looking for interactions. I'm looking to see what is our ultimate goal. Are we just talking about sleep, anxiety, pain? Are we trying to decrease the medications that you're on? And how should we do that? I had a patient and their doctor just said, stop all their medications and start cannabis. And she was in the hospital 2 days later. So you want someone that's knowledgeable about cannabis to be able to help you through the process. If you have cancer, you should be working with a professional. And because you could be taking cannabis, but not taking enough to even make a dent. Or you're taking a certain amount that actually is messing up your quality of life. There's a balance there. So beyond just choosing your cultivars, cannabinoids, terpenes, where to go and how to get it. You want to work with a physician that's knowledgeable, that will guide you in a way that now it is medicine. Now, the problem is you have more doctors out there that are looking at a sheet of paper and giving you another one and walking out the door. And that's the reason why you're asking me. And that is embarrassing to me. The way it should be is quality medicine. And if you are able to do your visit in 10 minutes or less, you're at the wrong place.
Correct. I agree.
That's my short version, so you can understand.
Nah, for real, I respect that.
Yeah, he got in trouble. We had a long conversation the other day.
Yeah.
He learned this lesson.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up by asking everybody what's for dinner. So, what you having for dinner, Dr. Bridget?
Was I supposed to already eat it? No, you mean later?
Yeah. What you plan to have for dinner? That's our question at the end of the day, the end of the show.
I don't know. I had fish tacos. I don't eat meat anymore except for fish. So I had fish tacos last night. Maybe the same. I don't know. Tequila? Is that bad?
What about you, Broderick? What you having?
Maybe some kind of cannabis infused meal.
You going there?
You going?
I mean,
Hey, that's what's up,
man.
It's Friday,
I've been working
man.
all day,
Set
so
the
it's
vibe.
kinda,
Set the vibe.
yeah. might just keep it simple.
I'm having tacos.
No, I love tacos too, man. So I'll eat tacos every day.
No, I can't.
Listen,
it could be a different form. It could be a different form.
My sister make the best tacos.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I can't lie. She making them.
I'm a challenger.
Too.
No.
You a
I'm
challenger?
there.
Oh, we gonna have to do that.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming
like...
for tacos tomorrow.
Oh, you are? Okay, bet.
Yep.
Bet. It's
Be in the Monroe area. I'm coming for tacos out.
You come? You come? Your sister making tacos tomorrow? Do I need to come too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was waiting on you to chime in. I was waiting.
Famous
tacos. She's not allowed
Let's
to
talk
have
about
tequila
it
for dinner. Someone get her mom says tacos.
Look, you weren't supposed to hear all. Wait, are we still on? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. So yeah, what else is everybody else having for dinner before we get in trouble? So,
man, for real.
Yeah. Spaghettis.
With tacos.
Spaghetti. I said spaghettis.
So what's
spaghetti?
the having?
Mom spaghetti.
What you having, Piehead? What you having for dinner?
Man, I don't know yet, big bro. It's Friday, man. I might eat some salmon. Some air fried salmon.
Oh wait, hold on. Did you say air fried? Wait, hold up. Air fried? Okay.
Air fried.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with air fried.
Oh no, I'm working on a whole separate series about that. So.
Really? I love that. What are you having for dinner?
I'm having tacos.
You are having tacos. Okay.
Yep. Probably.
You stuck on the taco.
No. I mean, we had some Taco Bell the other day and it was terrible. But we've been making a lot of our own food, but we've been trying to eat out a little bit more, but it ain't working.
Mung beans.
Mung beans.
I'm eating mung beans.
What's that? What's that? Leah, what's a mung bean?
I don't know what that is.
I've never had a mung bean. You had to send me a picture.
I thought we were talking about M&M's, so I'm from Detroit, so maybe
Yeah, that's what I was talking about too.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
We didn't get on M&M's. I love it. I started to come down with a bag of M&M's. What's up, cuz?
That was a shout at Eminem, you know. Mom spaghetti.
For real though.
He just opened a restaurant a couple months ago in Detroit called Mom Spaghetti.
Who did?
Literally, that's all they
spaghetti.
Sell. That's all they sell.
Who's got a restaurant?
I gotta take my sister there.
Eminem in Detroit.
Yeah. I forgot. Dang, I forgot all about that. I guess I'm gonna have to go since I might still be there.
Okay.
You never know where I'm at exactly.
Exactly. Very
Yeah.
Teleport.
Yeah, I haven't tried. I forgot about the M&M thing. I went and had a hamburger the other day and didn't even think about M&M Spaghetti Shop. Gotta do a video.
So that's what I'm having for dinner. It came out the fly and now it's real. I'm about to go drive to Detroit and get some Mom spaghetti.
Oh man, are you stop? Are you stopping by the hotel? Yeah.
know. I
Okay.
need to
Yeah.
go.
So yeah. We gonna have a viewer field trip soon. It's already in the works. So don't worry. We're working on a field trip. And the 420 Live Club. We can't forget about 420 Live Club. We ain't forgot about 420 Live Club because it's coming. And you better get ready because we got places. Right, Josh?
The highest club ever.
The highest club ever.
Yeah, it's gonna be off the chain.
I like
literally.
it.
So the clubs, we get ready. We
We
got a couple
everywhere,
locations.
Sign me up. I'm your number one member.
Well,
number
I
one
don't know.
member.
I don't know about number one.
Hey.
Maybe like number 10, 12, 13.
Official.
But whoever's 420, that will be a special person. Whoever ends up being member number 420, you will
That's
have
cute.
some special.
Don't
stuff
sign me
going
up
on.
till then. Don't sign me on till then.
Well, you might miss it. Then you
Uh-oh.
better. It's gonna be a contest to see who gets to be number 420. I can't wait to see how it goes. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Probably we'll see how fast.
No, but
everybody's
you
gonna
don't.
Hey.
You want people waiting. You want people in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to go to the website and sign up. You can go sign up for it now, and you can pre-register now. If you haven't done so already, go to OhioCannabisLive.com and pre-register. Like I said, you can check for the book Courage and Cannabis. It's available now on Amazon right now. And
Amazon,
like
Walmart,
Walmart.
Barnes
Oh
Let's
yeah.
give some,
Really?
or Courage and
mobile
Cannabis.
stores. Audible.
Thank y'all.
Hey, post a
wherever
link in the
Rocket-
description. Post a link in the chat on YouTube with that website,
Yeah.
Courage and Cannabis.
Oh,
I
no.
got you. 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
All right, well, y'all hang on in the line. Thank you all viewers for being here. We're going to see all of y'all next week, or
Next
maybe probably
week.
in a couple hours, couple minutes. I never know. See y'all.
Game
again.
over. Game over.